Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot audio version. This is the tarot reading for those who are people who are wanting to increase their imagination by listening to the tarot, not so much watching it. When you take a look at moving pictures, science has shown us that your imagination drops. Well, one of the critical tools that you need to manifest properly is your imagination. So the audio version does that. Plus, it also allows you the opportunity to leave the screen at any time, continue to listen, and get yourself a cup of coffee, tea, bowl of cereal, whatever you want to do. Come on back and join. My job is to make sure that I do a good reading for you, something that you can follow even if you get up and walk away from the screen. Keep feeding that imagination, though. Quickly, I want to touch on my new email, tao-tarot at proton.me, tao-tarot at proton.me. You'll see it if you're sitting in front of the screen at the time. I run it up there a couple of times or so during a reading. All right, so we took care of the business. Let's take care of the real business, the tarot reading. And we begin, you see in front of you, as usual, two rows, bottom row, upper row. We begin on the bottom. We begin in the center. This is the oracle card. This is the overall feeling or temperature, if you will, for the reading. Okay, this is the kind of the guiding principle. And today it is soulmates. Such a nice picture, huh? Two penguins, love hearts all over the place, and a key as the key to her heart. Very nice, soulmates. And it's something that a lot of people pay attention to, or at least focus on. I got to find my soulmate, That perfect match. What that really means is I got to find the perfect person. That is, the person I don't have to change for, I don't have to evolve for, I don't have to adapt to. They all do it for me. Well, that's, first of all, not a relationship. Secondly, that's not necessarily what you're looking for. Soulmate helps us grow, helps us evolve, helps us to move forward as sentient beings, as spiritual beings. And that's not always a pleasant ride, but that's what you're looking for, that connection. It's very satisfying. Can be difficult, can be tricky, but extremely satisfying. It's like being plugged into something. It's extra special good. So let's stay on the bottom row, go all the way to the left. We begin here with the Three of Cups. Now, Three of Cups normally, if you're doing a typical tarot read, has to do with a third party, something like that. When we're doing manifestation, that doesn't mean that. It means a community. It means friends, groups. And it can mean you connecting with your three different parts: mind, body, spirit. Now, for some people hearing this for the first time, that seems kind of odd, but stop and think. If you are looking for a true soulmate, what better choice than you? Reason is, even on a day-to-day basis, we change all the time. Yeah, we may have the same routine, but emotionally, we have our ups and downs. And very often for no reason. Just it's today I'm up, tomorrow I'm down. What the hell's going on? I don't know. Sometimes we do know, sometimes we don't. So that spiritual connection, that soulmate connection, we even have a tough time making with ourselves. So I would say, at least for starters anyway, that this Three of Cups means that you might be tapping into your mind, body, spirit, connecting all three, or you run into a person or a group of people that are kind of your tribe and help you to connect into those different parts and pieces that are you. Next card over, Three of Wands. Three of Wands I like a great deal because this is someone pursuing the unknown. This is the visionary. And it's interesting that we have the Three of Cups and right next to it the Three of Wands. Wands are excitement, enthusiasm, positivity. That may be the key to your soulmate connection. That may be the key that allows you to tie your mind, body, spirit together. That vision, that excitement, that enthusiasm. And you notice how bright the card is. Woo! Just a lot of positivity all over the place. So that's a thought. Let's go with that. That maybe your true soulmate is you. You have to bring together your mind, body, spirit, and the Three of Wands says you have to see, you have to feel yourself bringing the different parts and pieces. Now, again, it could mean joining with a group of people, maybe a new group that helps you to do that. Alrighty, we'll skip the middle card, of course, because that is the Oracle card. So we go to the right side now, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, very simple. Reciprocity, equal giving and taking. Generosity. Okay, stop and think for a minute. Who do you have the most generosity potential with? And I'm not sure that I even said that right. But where's the greatest potential for generosity? There, I said it better. It's with yourself. Very often we are so doggone hard on ourselves. Now, we never say anything to anybody necessarily, but inside we know. Doggone it, geez, I should have. Man, I could have. So maybe this idea of reciprocity is something that you need to work on with yourself. Because remember, it all begins with us, right? So if you can be generous with yourself, you can be generous with others. You can make that soulmate connection just by being generous with yourself. And the final card, the bottom row, Ten of Cups. Love yourself. Right? That's the destination. It's happiness, blessings, contentment. Realizing that maybe your ideal soulmate is you. And that might be the most difficult connection that you can make. But the Three of Wands, or Three of Cups says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can tie mind, body, spirit together, or get better at it anyway. That will make that soulmate connection inside of you. You can be a soulmate for yourself. You can be a soulmate for others. You need the Three of Wands to see it, to feel it, to know that you can do it. But the key to this point, just being generous with yourself. All right? Not being permissive. That's a whole different story. Giving in to yourself. Well, I feel like having 2 boxes of chocolates today. No, we're not. That's not reciprocity. And that's not what we're talking about. And it doesn't show a mind, body, spirit balance. But just by being a little more generous to yourself, you will find your soulmate and you will find your happiness. Let's go top row. Chariot. Up left, Chariot. This is self-directed action. She has nothing, no reins or anything holding the sphinxes, dogs, whatever the heck they are. Right? But yet she can direct them. She can direct them because it is in her capacity. It is in her ability. She has self-control. She's got willpower. She's got focus. And that's something that you will need to make that trip to find the soulmate, whether it's you or someone else. And I got a sneaking suspicion it's you. But to do it, the next card over says that you got to be the hangman. Yeah, you got to take a look at things from a little different position, a little different situation. You got to let go. You got to find a new perspective. Maybe even feel a little bit vulnerable. I mean, imagine just the idea of being a little more generous with yourself makes people feel uncomfortable. At some point they go, am I being honest or am I just being selfish? That's the balance that you have to find. And the way that you do that is connecting your mind, body, spirit, the Three of Cups. We skipped the middle card. We'll get to that in a minute. So we go to the right side, the Star. The Star is healing. That's really what's being called for. It's hope, it's guidance. Again, the idea of generosity. Generosity of spirit. You can see in the card, you can't really. She is pouring 2 cups full of liquid into what looks like a lake. A lot of emotion, a lot of intuition, a lot of healing. That's what's called for. You need to work on healing yourself. And the final card up top, 9 of Cups. This ties in with the one right below it, the 10 of Cups. The possibility that you have of healing yourself, finding happiness, finding fulfillment, getting what you want, that soulmate, real good. Real good. But you have to be a little more generous and gentle with yourself. You got to connect your mind, body, spirit. You got to see and envision you touching your spirit, blending the different parts and pieces that are you as a person, being fair with yourself. And coming up a little ways down the road, we have here in the center vice versa card, I think a very important card, and that's the Ace of Wands. Beginnings, inspiration, courage, enthusiasm. Absolutely. You need to connect with yourself. You are your own best soulmate. But to do so, you have to tie your mind, body, spirit together. And the way that you do that is the 3 of Wands. You have a vision for the future, emphasized by the Ace of Wands. And when you get to a point of being fair with yourself, you will have to look at things a little bit differently. But if you do, this idea of finding your soulmate becomes real good. The 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups say that you can do this. You can absolutely do this. It's just taking it a step at a time and realizing that how you treat you is how you treat other people. It's an amazing situation. Once you come to that realization, which may be the Ace of Wands, it's all going to come together. And you deserve having it all come together. Hey, again, one more time, I want to remind you about the new email, tau-tarot@proton.me, tau-tarot@proton.me. Haven't had a chance yet to get over there and start to look, but I think by the weekend I'll begin to do that and start to respond to you. Any questions about the readings, tarot, whatever. No sales pitches, no promotions, don't need it. Don't want to hear it, I'll dump it. So, there you go. Your true soulmate. Look in the mirror. You found him. Alrighty, so that wraps it up. Tomorrow, got a brand new reading for you. Do one every day, 365. I hope you're here with me. But if you're not, as always, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to manifest tarot together, blessings.